Well, certainly Ukraine was one of the key issues discussed by Prime Minister of Hungary, Viktor Orban, and the Russian President, Vladimir Putin. Now, we understand that Viktor Orban came to Moscow with a call for ceasefire in Ukraine. The Russian President, however, said there could be no ceasefire unless serious negotiations are started. And for that, he said, the complete withdrawal of the Ukrainian troops from 4 regions, which Russia now claims as its own, Zaporozhye, Kherson regions, as well as Donetsk and Lugansk People's Republic, is absolutely required. The Hungarian Prime Minister also said that after visiting Kiev and now Moscow, he sees that the positions of the two sides are very far apart. But he said that the important step and very hard step of starting the dialogue, or starting at least this diplomacy of talking to one side and then another side, has already been made, and he will continue to put more effort into trying to bring the different positions from these both sides together. He also has noted that Europe does need peace, and he came to Moscow at a time when this peace is badly needed and when a few leaders worldwide can actually have the luxury of talking to both sides of this conflict.
EU leaders then saying that Mr. Orban doesn't represent them. So what does this visit mean for relations between Hungary and Russia?
Well, that's right. There has been a lot of criticism coming from the Western politicians and saying that there was no mandate for Viktor Orban to go to Moscow as a representative of the European Commission. We've heard, however, that in Moscow he was received as the Prime Minister of Hungary. That's according to the officials at the Kremlin. For Moscow, obviously, there is a lot in this visit. It shows there is no isolation for Russia, which the West has been trying to achieve for years now. We also understand that Moscow highly values this visit in terms of bilateral relations between the two countries, but also in terms of its attempts to bring the relations between Russia and the European Union to a sort of dialogue, because Russia says that the relations now are at the all-time low. So this visit is seen as an attempt to bridge those differences as well. So certainly a very important visit for actually all of the actors present here, for Russia, for Ukraine, for the European Union, and for Hungary itself, with the Hungarian officials and the foreign minister of the country praising the relations that Moscow has with Budapest, and especially in terms of the energy, and saying that Russia plays an important part, an important role in ensuring the energy security of Hungary.